What's up YouTube, this is Prince with ATP 101, and in this video I'm going to go over 100 plus tweaks for you guys. So if you've been watching my previous videos, it's going to be all those videos and all those tweaks combined, but at the end of this video I'm going to show you guys 8 new tweaks. So watch all the way to the end, and then the last 8 will be all new tweaks that I haven't showed you guys before. You could just skip to the end, just do whatever you like, but this video is 100 plus tweaks. So thanks for watching. The first tweak I want to show you guys is called MakeCydiaBuyAgain. So this tweak basically enables purchases within Cydia. So ignore. I'm gonna go right here. So if I go to 3gen restrictor, you can see the purchase button is right there. So you could tap on it and you could buy it if you want. But make sure before you buy it, make sure that it supports your device. So make sure it supports your device before you buy it, because you don't want to buy a tweak that's not updated, because most of the tweaks aren't updated because Cydia hasn't enabled purchases within Cydia yet himself. So this is a workaround. I don't know how they did it, but you could enable it and you guys could buy tweaks to support the developer. So I would definitely tell you guys to do that. If you know a tweak and you love that tweak and it's paid, buy it. So yeah, that one is called MakeCydiaBuyAgain, and the other one is called ExKey. Basically an extra row of keys on your keyboard, just like that. You see I have all the numbers right up there. So if I go to settings, you could actually configure it within settings. So if I scroll down, you see I have the numbers there, so you guys could go in there and you guys could put whatever you want to put, but I like it with the numbers there because I don't have to hit that button to switch it up. And then the other one is called EzRespring. EzRespring, slide down control center, this button right here, that's a respring button. Tap on respring and it would just respring just like that. And then the other one is called EzSafemode. I tap right here with those two hands and my phone will be in safe mode. So I'll swipe up, my device in safe mode. So yeah, EzSafemode and EzRespring. And then the other one is called EzLocation. So if I swipe down, if I want to turn off my location and turn it on, I have it right there in control center. So that one is real cool. And the other one is called Fingal. So if you look at the springboard, you can see Safari is spinning. Basically it gives these apps animation. You can see down at the bottom where the message is, it's moving real fast. It's kind of hard to see, but it gives animation to certain apps. So yeah, that one is called Fingal, and the other one is called CCTimerCountdown. If I go to my control center, this is the timer right here. If I set a timer, you could actually see the seconds counting down when you pull down your control center. Usually it would just tell you that it's on, but it wouldn't give you the time. So hey Siri, set a timer for 10 seconds.
Your timer is set.
Now you can see the seconds right there. So yeah, that one is called CCTimerCountdown, and the other one is called FakeClockUp. If you see my phone, I open up settings, everything just moving faster. So if you want to speed up the animation on your phone, definitely download FakeClockUp. So let's go to it. FakeClockUp right there. I have the thing to the animation, so the animation slows down. So you guys can go in there and set it up however you want to speed it up or slow it down, whatever you like, but I like it right there. And yeah, that one is called FakeClockUp. So the other one is called Video HUD. So if I do it's moving kind of fast because I have the animation speeding up, but if I hit the volume, you can see basically you have the iOS 11 style volume in the right corner. Yeah, and then the other one and the last one is called DateUnderTime. So as you can see right up there, I have the date under the time on this. This is basically for the iPhone 10 because we don't have enough space. So you just put the date, make it smaller, and you have the date under the time right there. It's called NoFade, aka the Travis Scott. He don't want that fade. Alright, so let's go to Spotify. So this is a Spotify tweak, and if you go to now playing, after a couple seconds the time of the song will fade away. So if I hit play, the time will actually fade away. but with this tweak, the time limit doesn't fade away. So if you look right here, just to see the time, usually it would just fade away after the song is playing, but with no fade, it just stays there, so you know exactly where you are while you're listening to the song. Not really useful, but it is what it is. Yeah, that one is no fade, and the other one is called NoTif. NoTif basically is a notification tweak. So let's turn off this music. So if I go to my notification, it basically keeps showing you the history of your notification. Why is it? It keeps sliding up because it's noticing my face. Let's slide down. Oh, let's go to the lock screen. This is weird. Just like that. It says no older notifications. So NoTif basically keeps all your notification in the history. And yeah, it's not really a useful tweet, but if you guys want to check it out, you guys could check it out. Okay, and the next one is called EzCydiaOpener. EzCydiaOpener basically lets you open up Cydia from your control center. So if I want to open up Cydia, I could tap right there and Cydia will open. Just like that. That one is called EzCydiaOpener. And to set that up, you're going to have to go to Control Center. When you download this tweak, it would also download Silo, and then you go to Control Center, and then you guys could go in there and just drag it up right there. So yeah, EzCydiaOpener. And the other one is called HUD Customizer, HUD Customizer. If I hit my volume, you could barely see it, but it's there. So I could go to Settings and configure it how I like it. So I could do the appearance, I could do the opacity, I'll bring that up. So now you see it's all big, and it lasts real long. If I want it to go off immediately, I could bring it down. Just like that. If I want it to last a little longer, I bring it up. We'll change the size. See that now it's real small. I could even change the roundness of the corners to make it kind of square. So you could customize it to however you like. So yeah, that one is called HUD Customizer. And then the other one is called SugaCane. SugaCane is a tweak for the control center again. If you look at my control center, you could see the percentage. So if I turn the volume all the way up, you could see it turn to 100. Hard to see, but just like that. And the brightness, same thing. So yeah, that one is called SugaCane. And then the other one is called LSPullToDismiss. So if I get a notification, well, let's go to my messages, send myself a message real quick. Test. And as soon as I get the message, it's gonna pop up on the lock screen. Did I hit send? Yeah, just like that. And I could just swipe down and it will go away. So that's LSPullToDismiss. It does pull to dismiss your notifications. And then the other one is called Twitter Dark Mode. Twitter Dark Mode is basically for the official Twitter app. And then you're gonna go on to Twitter, and then you're gonna enable the Twitter Dark Mode. Twitter has a dark mode built in, but it's kind of gray. It's not as dark as this one. See that one? That one is fully black. And on this iPhone 10 with the OLED screen, it's super dope. So just enable the dark mode within Cydia. Just go into your settings, enable it, and enable this one from the jailbreak, and then you get its full dark mode, which is real cool and real dope. So I thought I had dark mode on YouTube. Let's go to turn YouTube on. There we go. Dark mode on Twitter, dark mode on YouTube. So the next tweak is called Hortus, whatever it is. But what this does is you can see a little animation every time I open up an app. You can see the way it bounces, just like that. So let's do that again. See it bounce that way, and kind of bounce that. This is what this tweak does. You could go in there, you could set up however you like. You could bring it down, and then you could lessen. You could just basically go in there and set it up however you like. And as soon as you move, you can see that little animation to the left and right, just like that. That one is called Hortus, and the other one is called GPS cheat. This one is kind of cool if you guys want to switch up your locations. This one works decent. It's not the best, but for iOS 11 a lot of them don't work, but this one kind of works. So here it is right here. You could go to random location, global, application. So the application one is pretty cool. So let's go back to random, but let's go over here to application. So I could go in here and I could switch up the location. So if I want to switch up my Snapchat location, where is it at? I have mine set to Mandeville in Jamaica. So if I scroll in, you could see it says I'm in Mandeville. So that's in Jamaica. That's where I'm from, in Jamaica. So if I go to Snapchat, let's go to Snapchat real quick. And if I take a picture and I go to the filters, it's gonna give me the filters for Mandeville. Be careful how you use this with Snapchat, because sometimes when you fake your location on Snapchat, you will get banned. But yeah, that's the filters from Mandeville, and I'm in Delaware. So right now that's where I'm at, and I'm in Wilmington. And another thing, you could set, basically just switch it up per application and all that. So if I go to my weather, where's my weather? Let's go to weather. Right now, it's still like the first one that pops up is that I'm in Mandeville, and then you can scroll through the other ones and find out where you're at. But yeah, the first one, it always default back to Mandeville because that's where I have it set up for my location. So you guys could just go in there. Where is it at? These are all the applications, and you could go to random, global. So wherever you are, you just hit a drop, or you could clear them. You could switch up the map. It looks just like that. Then you could drop that location. You hit save, and a lot of people have been asking me about GPS cheat or like some form of faking location. You guys could try out this one. And my last one is called Circa. That's how I got these circle icons basically. The first one is called boosted Wi-Fi. If I go to settings and Wi-Fi, you could see it gives you a lot more information about your Wi-Fi. So all these, you see the RSSI, you got the number, which is closer and which is farther. So basically that's all it does. It just gives you a lot more information than usual about your Wi-Fi networks. And then the second one is called CC modules. CC modules is basically a control center tweak within, hence CC. So you could see them right there. Respring and all that is from a different tweak. You watch my previous video and you could see that. But the message, the settings, and the phone is new. So once you download it, it'll just add them right there. And there should be more coming, but it's kind of buggy. When you tap on it, it'll open up Apple Pay. When you just do a quick tap, it'll open up Apple Pay. And yeah, but for you to get it to work the way I do it, when I bring it down, you have to like force touch on it, and then you could do it. So if I force touch on settings, then I could go straight to my battery. Just like that. If I force touch on the phone, I could go right to the phone. I could do a call or whatever I want to do. Just like that. So that one is called CC module. The next one is called face down. So if I put my phone, you can hear it close. That's all it does. Very useful tweak. So when I just set your phone down on its face, it'll lock. Just like that. Nothing to configure, just works. So that one is called face down. And then my other one is called TWSaveDM. So this is Twitter Save DM. So if I go to my messages and I'm here on my phone, you can see that little download button right next to anything, the media, the pictures, all that kind of stuff. All I have to do is just tap on it and it'll download. I could hit save and it'll download right to my camera roll. And the next one is called Tactful. Tactful is a Cydia tweak, basically. Give you force touch on Cydia, so you could jump right to wherever. I could add a repo, I could jump right to add in a repo, just like that. I could get out, I could jump right to the recent spot, just like that. So yeah, that one is called Tactful, and then the other one is called No Blur Folder Icon. So if you look at my folders, there's no background. All you see is it's just clear. All you see is the apps in the folder, but it doesn't look like a folder. Just like that. That one is called No Blur Folder Icon XL. So yeah, nothing to configure. It just works. And then the other one is called Boulders. Boulders. This is another folder one. When you tap on it, it just lets your folder take up the whole screen. Takes up the full screen, just like that, and it blurred out the background. So just like that, you tap on it, and your folder just take up the whole screen. That one is called Boulders. And then the other one is called Vitality. Vitality is basically, if you see my wallpaper in the background, it's like animated, there's fish swimming around and all that. So yeah, that one is called Vitality. You could download themes and all that kind of stuff for it. There's settings to configure. Nothing really configure, just go in there and disable or enable it. But yeah, if you want some animated stuff, there you go. You could download more from Cydia to add to it. And if you want that look, and this also works on a lock screen. So yeah, Vitality. And then the other one is called Guest Mode. Guest Mode, if you see when I close my phone, you can see it has two faces right there. So all you have to do to set it up, it's already set up. So if I tap on right there, it's gonna be the guest mode. I have to put in my passcode first. Put in my password, and then when I lock it again and open it, then I have to put in the guest password. It's kind of hard to do with Touch ID, but you gotta put in the guest password. And now it opens, and then look, all the apps was kind of grayed out. So you could go in the settings and set it up however you want. So if you just want them to use your phone or your messages, you could leave those out. Or the docs, so everything is grayed out because it's in guest mode right now. But as soon as I lock it and it knows me, everything will come back to life because it knows me. So just like that. So guest mode, lock it. Oh my god. Screenshots on the iPhone 10 is crazy. I do like 20 a day. So now it's in guest mode. Just like, come on. Just like that. And to get out, it knows me. And now it's working. Let's open up settings. Where's it at? There it is right there. You could enable, disable it. You could go in here. You could turn off, or whatever you turn on, they won't get it. And hold on, let's scroll down. Where the apps. Tap right here. You can see all the apps, and all I have to do is just check them, and it'll work. So yeah, that one is called guest mode. And then the other one is called app hide. App hide is basically app hide. Any app you want to hide, you could do it like that. So if I want to hide Twitter, Facebook, all I have to do is go to settings. So if you got an app in your phone that you don't want nobody to know, now you know what I mean, you might be talking to some girls or whatever you're doing, and you don't want that to be apparent at all times. You save that for the night times. Then you could get app hide. Where is it? So it should be up top. So there it is right here. I could tap right here, and all I have to do is check any one of these, and I'll be good. So let's hide Spotify, Snapchat, Twitter, and boom, they're gone. Just like that. And you can't even search for them. I search Twitter, nothing pops up. So app hide, if you want to hide an app, there you go. And to get them back, just uncheck them. Just like that. See what else. And everything is back. So there you go, guys. So the first tweak I'm going to show you guys is called Blackout CC. blackout control center. If I go to my control center, you can see it's all black, looking real nice. And on this OLED screen, it looks perfect. So if I go to settings, you go to blackout CC, and basically you could just configure it how you want to do it right here. So I could turn off the status bar. But you have to respring. So if I respring, now when I pull down control center, you don't see the status bar, like you don't see the battery or any of that stuff in there anymore. So that one is called blackout CC, and then the other one is called ColorMyBattery. If you look at the battery percentage in the right corner, you can see it's purple, and I could set it up to whatever color I want it to be at certain percentage. So if I go to settings, you can see I have from 91% to 100% at purple, and then 81 to 90 at green, and basically you could just set it up just like that. And you could hide percentage, but this is basically for like the other devices other than iPhone 10. You know, you could have the percentage right there, you could hide it, but on the iPhone 10 it doesn't really show up. So yeah, you guys could set it up however you want it. You could tap on the color, so you could change it to like blue, and then when you respring, as you can see, it's blue now. So that one is called ColorMyBattery. And then the other one is called Detail Power Usage. Is basically another battery tweak. So if we go to the batteries, you can see, let it load up. This is all the information that you usually would get. But when I turn this right here on, there you go. You can see show up right there. You guys could go through and look. It'll tell you basically everything about your battery. My actual charge level is at 90%. Am I charging right now? No. It tells you the milliamp hours, the battery health, all that kind of stuff. Everything is right in here. So yeah, that one is called Detail Power Usage, and then the other one is called Easy Swipe. Easy Swipe, basically, if you're tired of swiping all the way from the top of your device and you want to make it a little bit easier, you could actually swipe from the, see that? I could just swipe from the right. I got my notifications. If I swipe from the left, I got my control center, and whenever I swipe from the middle, I just get my regular search. So I don't have to reach all the way up here to get control center anymore. I could just swipe from the right there and I'll get it. Swipe from right here, I get notification center. So again, you have to go to settings. Yeah, pass it. Easy swipe, and you guys could set it up however you want it. So swipe down on left, I have that for control center. Swipe down in the center, I have it for spotlight, and on the right I have it for the cover sheet, basically like your notifications and your lock screen setup. So yeah, that one is called Easy Swipe, which is real cool. I think you guys should download that one. It's just much easier swiping right there to get your control center. And then the other one is called No Recent Notifications. So basically, if I go to my notification, you know, usually it will tell you there's no new notifications. So if I delete all these, it doesn't say anything anymore. It's just blank. It's not telling me I don't have any more notifications, because usually it would say it right there. No new notification or no old notification, whatever. So that does remove that text, and it just leave it plain just like that. So that one is called No Recent Notification. And then the other one is called No Substitute. No Substitute basically remove the substitute from the jailbreak. So once you download this tweak, you're gonna go to settings, and you see it says no substitute. So any app or most apps that has jailbreak detection on them, you could turn off substitute for that app so it won't detect it. Or in theory it won't, but some apps will still figure it out. But like I tried it for Fortnite, it didn't work. And if you guys are having that issue with Snapchat going black because of the jailbreak, all you have to do is just turn on no substitute for Snapchat, just like that. And whenever you open up your Snapchat app, it'll open just fine, and you guys will be cool. So that's what no substitute does. It just removes. You're gonna turn off the substitute feature of the jailbreak for certain app, so they won't detect it. And then my other tweak is called No Switcher Kill Box. So if I go to my app switcher right here, you can see if I put it in delete mode, the X is gone. So that's all it does. It just remove that X from the corner. You can still swipe them away, but there's no X right there. And as soon as the icon up top goes dim, you know it's on. So if I go like this, you see it's all bright. But if I long press, you can see it dims. Then you know it's in delete mode. And that one is called No Switcher Kill Box X. So my next tweak is called PercentageBatteryX. If you look in the right corner, you can see the percentage is in the battery. So that's real cool. Usually you could switch it from percentage to the battery, but now you got them both right there. And yeah, that's real cool. If you guys want that, there it is. And this is basically for the iPhone 10 because the iPhone 10 doesn't have enough space to display everything. So we got to do what we got to do. And the next one is called Saw. Saw basically reduces the space at the bottom of certain apps. So let me go to my pictures right here. If you look at the bottom right there, you can see like it's real small. But this is how it usually is. You see that gap right there with the black bar? Saw just basically removes that and bring everything to the bottom, so it basically takes up the whole space. So that's real cool. And then the other one is called LTE to 4G. It basically just switches my, get out of here. So it basically just switches my LTE to 4G. That's all it does. Very simple tweak, no real use, but it's there. Hide dots 11. If you look at the bottom of my screen, there's no page dots. So that's all this tweak does. It just hide the dots on the bottom of your screen. So yeah, very simple. Hide dots 11. And then the other one is called Boxy. This one is a must-have. So if you see the layout of my apps, everything is kind of close. Everything looks different. So if I swipe up, I get these settings right here. And basically I could set it up however I want. I could bring them down some more if I want them right there. I could spread them apart, bring them back, or if I don't want to use that sliding bar, I could just tap the negative or the plus, and I could set it up however I want to set it up, just like that. This one is called Boxy. Real cool tweak. You can set it up however. Got this one right here, bring them down like that. So you guys could basically tweak this thing however you like. And this setup where I have 5 columns and 6 rows, if I go to settings, go to Boxy, scroll down, and you could go to icon settings, and you could see it right here. So I have 5 columns and 6 rows, and you have to enable that. And for the dock, I didn't really do anything for the dock because I have another tweak for the dock, so I turned that one off, and everything is right here. You can enable it, the quick settings, turn off whatever you don't like, and I have mine set up. Swipe up quickly and I get the settings, and I could set it up however I like. You tap the X for it to go away, or if you want to bring it up just to take a look, you could just like that. Yeah, that one is called Boxy. And then the other one is called Dots. I already made a dedicated video about dots. It's a real cool tweak for notification. I'm gonna show you it real quick. So if I go to my messages, I will send a test message. Oop, that's not how you spell test. Hit send, and I should get a notification. Basically, there'll be a dot just pop up just like that. See that? So whenever you get a notification, also got it on my watch, but you get a notification and it'll just pop up like that, and you'll be set. So yeah, that one is called Dots. The video to that will be linked in the description. And then the other one is called BioProtect. BioProtect is an app that lets you, it's a tweak that lets you lock apps. So you can lock your messages, you can lock your photos, whatever you think is sensitive, you guys could lock it. But right now, if I open up my message, it'll open right up because I'm on a trusted Wi-Fi. So if I'm at my home, it just turns off. But if whenever I'm out using LTE or using another Wi-Fi, then all the apps that I set for lock will be locked. So if I go to the settings, BioProtect, there you go, let me in, and here it is right here. You could set it up. There's so much settings within this thing, it's crazy. But basically you could just go through and choose the applications and just turn them on. So what I got checked, so let's scroll down. I have Instagram. Let's turn Instagram off. I just tapped that accidentally. But I got my photos. Definitely like the photos. What else? I got my YouTube analytics. Let's turn that one off. That was just for testing when I first got it. But I know I got messages. Yeah, I got messages. And that's about it. That's about it. And I also have the protection whenever somebody try to turn my phone off. It won't turn off until you authenticate with your face, because this is the iPhone. This will also work for Touch ID. So yeah, I could go back. Trusted Wi-Fi. I have it set up to my Wi-Fi, so it's trusted whenever it's on that Wi-Fi. So wherever I'm anywhere else, it won't work. So if I we're trusted Wi-Fi. So if I turn these off, let's see if I need to respring. And there you go. Turn off my Wi-Fi, and it asks me every time. But yeah, that one is called BioProtect. Definitely a must-have tweak. And then the other one is called Confirm Insta-Like. Confirm Insta-Like is a cool tweak that if you're on Instagram, it won't let you like anything beyond 3 days. Anything older than 3 days, you're gonna have to confirm to like it. So let me go to Instagram real quick. This one will protect you from going to your ex and disliking, and not disliking, but unliking and then liking, so she sees that you're looking at her stuff. Okay, so let's go to, I'm on academics page right now. So if I scroll down to some old stuff, let's see what's real old. Alright, so let's tap right here. So if I go to like that picture, because it's more than 3 days old, I would have to confirm yes to like it. So yeah, I don't know if you guys will use this, but it's a pretty cool tweak. I don't really like pictures and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, it does work. You tap on it. Wow, so that one's new. What the hell is going on? So you'll find an old picture, and you tap on it. You have to confirm yes, you want to like it. So yeah, that one is called Confirm Insta Like. So the other one is called No Live TWE event, or No Live Twitter event. If you go to Twitter, you know that all those live events that basically take over the whole Twitter app. This is the main app. Like, it just takes it. It's just everywhere. So what this does is basically remove all that. So if I go to my pictures, you can see a little before and after from the settings. So that's before, and when you remove it, basically all those little events is gone. So that one is called No Live TW event. And then the other one, this one is another cool one that definitely a keeper. This one is called FloatingDock. So if you like the iPhone, if you like the iPad dock that kind of disappears and come back, then this one will work for you. So if I tap on my text message, it'll open. You see the dock disappears. So let me go back to, let me go to Spotify. You can see the dock kind of pop down, and when I do like that, it kind of slides back up. That one is called FloatingDock, where it kind of just, this just slides up and slide down. If I go to my camera, you can see it, and then it kind of slides back up. And the cool thing is you could change the color. So I changed mine to the purple, so it'll match the top of my home screen. So you could set it up with your wallpaper to make it kind of blend in and all that. And you could add more icons. So if I want to add Facebook, I could drag it in. Everything will get kind of smaller, and then yeah, so you could set it up like that. Turn that off. Let's go into settings. Where is it at? Go in here. You see I have mine the purple right there. You could enable. You got the dock color enabled, and you have your respring. Nothing real crazy, but yeah, that one is called FloatingDock. And then the other one is called HomeBarSizer. If you look at the home bar, when I was in settings, you can see it's much bigger than it used to be. So I could basically change the size of that with HomeBarSizer. So if I want to make it real obnoxious, now you can see that home bar is just huge, and you could, you know what I mean? So that one is called HomeBarSizer, guys. You guys could just go in there and basically mess with it and figure out the perfect size for you. So let me go to HomeBarSizer. I'm gonna bring it back down. So now it's real small and it's at the bottom like it used to be. So yeah, that one is called HomeBarSizer, and then the other one is called BottomBarX. What this one does, if you want to get rid of the home bar, then you could do that, or you could just hide it in certain places. So if I go to that right here, if you can see, it says remove home bar. I don't want to remove it. And if it's fade away, I don't want to do that, but I have it removed from the lock screen and the notification center. So if I lock my phone, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, the home bar is never there on the lock screen. It usually is. If I go to my control center or my notification center, it's not there. So yeah, if I pull down, there's no home bar on the notification center. And I could basically, yeah, set it up however. I could remove it all together. Go to settings, boom, no more home bar, just like that. So basically you guys could set it up. If you want a real big home bar or you want to remove it, you could do that. And my last one is called iKiwi 3. iKiwi, if I go to my keyboard, let's go to messages. You can see that iKiwi adds an extra row of keys right up top, and you could configure it how you want it. You can see I have, whenever it's in uppercase, I get all emojis. Whenever it's in lowercase, I get numbers, just like that. So you can set it up however you want to set it up. Go to settings. Where is it at? And it says capital key lock. You go in there, you see I have mine to emojis, numbers, and you guys could set it up so whenever the number pad comes up, it'll switch it up. So yeah, iKiwi, real cool tweak. I might keep this one. I rock it for a couple days and see how I like it. But yeah, ColorMyCC modules. So if I bring down control center, you can see it has a different color. Right now it's like pink or kind of purple. But if I go to settings, you guys could actually scroll down and switch up the colors. So here it is right here. And this is everything. You could enable it, and you could tap right here to change the colors. So if I want it like that, I could tweak it a little bit, go back out here, and basically just respring. And now when I swipe down after the respring, now you can see the color changes. So if you want to switch up the colors, that one is called ColorMyCC module, and then the other one is called Spotlight Less. Spotlight Less basically removes the spotlight search on your device. I mean, there's settings that you could go in and set it up how you want, but basically that's the gist of this whole. Hold on, at the bottom, where they at? Go in there, you could enable it, you could disable down gesture, you could disable the right gesture, and everywhere. So however you want to set it up, you set it up and you respring. But then basically that's all it does. It just remove the spotlight search, and no more spotlight search on your device. You can't even scroll right or left or whatever that is. So yeah, that one is called Spotlight Less. The other one is called TapTapRespring. So if I double tap the status bar, come on, it's kind of hard to do on the iPhone 10, but yeah, you just double tap the status bar and you could hit respring, or you could hit yes or no if you want to respring. So that's basically just double tap the status bar. It's hard to do on the iPhone 10 because of the notch, but as you can see right there, it works. So the other one is called WA dark mode, or WhatsApp dark mode. If I open up WhatsApp, let me open it up real quick without exposing anybody. You can see WhatsApp is in a dark mode right here. You could go right here, you could see everybody right there, and yeah, WhatsApp dark mode. And then the other one is called Luminous. Luminous is basically a dark mode for Snapchat, but for some reason it won't work on my iPhone 10, but I know it works for all the other devices, but I couldn't get it to work on my iPhone 10. So everything right here would be in dark mode. So yeah, that one is called Luminous. I just wanted to show you guys that one because a lot of people like dark mode, and yeah, if you want to get dark mode for Snapchat, definitely check it out, and let me know if you get it to work on your iPhone 10. The other one is called FloatingDock XL. I first showed you FloatingDock, but this one is XL. This one is a little bit different. So as you can see, it basically gives you the dock of the iPad. If you look right there, you can see there's a little line right here. So all the 4 apps to the left is my apps that I have in my dock, and all these is my recent apps. You see, I was in WhatsApp, I was in settings and Snapchat, and they pop up right there. So if I delete them out, you can see the dock get bigger. Sometimes it's hard to press because they're so small. But yeah, that's basically how it works, guys. So I open up Spotify, close it. You can see it slides back up real nice and easy. If you want to delete the recent apps, you can delete them just like that. But sometimes it's hard to do, but as you can see right there, it does work. I mean, and I think when you're in apps, so if I'm in settings, there should be a way so the dock will like slide up, just like that. So you could actually slide up the dock from right there if you just do a small little gesture. It's kind of hard to do, but just like that, you could do it. So yeah, that one is called FloatingDock XL, a little bit different from FloatingDock, the one I showed you previously. And then my other one is called AV-Lock. AV-Lock is basically a Twitter or a media. So let me go to my Twitter real quick. Let's find one of my videos. And if I play it right here, this is Prince with TP101, and this is my third. It gives me the lock right there on the bottom. So usually that's not there, but basically I could lock it right here. I could lock the orientation just like that. I mean, I could unlock it and it go back, but then it switches, but it won't switch back and forth. And this only works for media within like Twitter and all that stuff. If you go on YouTube, you won't see that there on like regular YouTube. This is just working through Twitter. So yeah, that one is called AV-Lock. And then the other one is called HideTabPro. HideTabPro, this one is for like phone calls. So if you look at the bottom right here, you can see I only have my contacts and my keypad. So if I go to settings, could find it right here, and I could basically hide anything. So I could hide my favorites, which I did, my voicemail, and also my recent tab. So if I want to get my favorite back and my voicemail, all I do is just tap on them right here, and you could set up however you want it to look. So I would set it up like that. Hold up, let me respring. I'll go to my phone. Now you can see I have the tabs back. So if you want to hide certain tabs in your phone, I mean, if you don't want anybody to see who you're calling and all that, you could hide your recent tab and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that one is called HideTabPro. And then the other one is called Easy Power Option Module. So if I close this out, if I go to Control Center and I see that respring button right there, if I force touch on it, I get a lot more options. I get restart springboard, EzSafemode, restart device, or shutdown device. Just like that. So that's what this tweet does. It basically gives you a little bit more option within that little respring button right there. Adds the respring button for quick respring, but if you want more, you go force touch and you get these options right here. So that one is called Easy Power Option Module. And then my other one, my last one, is called No Notch. If you look up top, you can see the notch is gone. So that's all this tweet does. Nothing to configure. Just removes the notch from the top of your home screen. But when you're on the lock screen, you can see we still have the notch. But once it opens up, the notch is gone, just like that. And this might interfere with any tweak that you have that's in the status bar, at least for the iPhone 10. I mean, you wouldn't want a notch be gone on any other iPhone, but yeah, it might interfere with any tweak that you have that uses the status bar for some reason. So yeah, usually if I double tap on my battery, it'll go into like low power mode, and I also have the double tap for a respring. That doesn't work once I install this tweak, no notch. But if you want to remove the notch and you find with all the downsides, yeah, definitely go ahead and do it. Battery notch. You just look right around the notch. Right here you see this little green. So that's the battery. So basically on both sides it will basically come down. Just basically come down like that and come down like that all the way until it's in the middle. That's when it's on like 20%. So basically you just come down slowly. So right now it's at 90%, so it's barely down. And yeah, it's just battery notch. It just basically the battery does take up that notch, and you could actually change the color. So if I go to settings and I scroll down, where's it at? So if I have used fixed color turned on, you could see the color change. And if I want to change it to whatever I want to change it to blue, you could see it change to blue. But once you turn that off, it just stays on green. So you could set it up like that. So yeah, that one is called battery notch. And if you don't have an iPhone 10 and you want that same kind of effect, you could use battery bar. So number 2 is battery bar. It's for all the other phones without the notch. It just runs along the top of the status bar all along the way. So yeah, next one, that one is called battery bar. And my next tweak is called carrierizer, whatever it says. But yeah, that's how you change the carrier logo. So on the iPhone 10, because you don't really see the carrier logo, you see it on the lock screen. So you could see it right up there. But once it's open, you don't really see it. But whenever you bring down Control Center, you could see it. So basically, you guys could just go in there and just change it to whatever. So you would just type it in. So I'll put this dolphin and a chicken and some rice. And then you hit return. You have to hit return. Once you hit return, then you restart your springboard. And as you can see right there, I have the dolphin and the chicken right there. Pull down. There you go. So that one is called carrierizer. And my next one is called FlashTap. FlashTap basically is a lock screen tweak. Once you triple tap on the lock screen, the flashlight turns on or off. Just like that. So that one is called FlashTap. And the other one is called Kill Background 11. Kill Background 11, if I want to kill all the apps at once, I just swipe up, and if you look in the corners, you can see I have like an X right there. I just tap on that, boom, and all my apps are gone. So that one is called Kill Background 11. And my other one is called CC Wall Customizer 2. CC Wall Customizer, that's how I got that picture right there. So if you want to add any picture to your control center, that's how you do it. So if I go to settings, here it is right here. You could enable it, pick an image, no crop. I'm gonna say no crop. Go right in here. Let me choose this one right here. So I'm gonna I just chose a different image. Phone resprings as soon as you choose the image. Boom. And now you have a total different wallpaper or picture behind your control center. So yeah, that one is called CC Wall Customizer 2. And then the other one is called Zen. Zen is basically a widget tweak. Zen is a widget tweak just like this. You see I have this little weather widget right here. Right now it's not showing the weather at my location, but to fix that, it's real simple. All you do is open up the weather app. Just open it up, and then after a while it's gonna give you that widget right here. And you can go to settings. Let's go to settings. You go to Zen HTML. You have the lock screen. You got a home screen and the lock screen. I don't have one on the lock screen. just have it on the home screen, and you guys could take a look at it before you do it, just like that. You could choose a widget, you could kind of move it around, and then you would hit accept, and then you could go in here and switch up certain things, and you could actually download a lot more themes. So you go to more widgets, then all these repos right here, you could go in these repos and you could download a bunch of different themes to add to it. So you could, if I go to my lock screen right here, then you want to enable it. After you enable it, I got the one right there, hit accept. When I go to my lock screen, I should see that widget right there. You can see it. So that's how you add certain widgets to your phone. It's real cool. And for the weather, as I said, all you have to just open up your weather icon, and after a while it will just automatically adjust to your temperature of wherever you're located. So that one is called Zen HTML, and then my other one is called XB Viber Call. XB Viber Call. This one is hard to demonstrate, but what this does is basically whenever you're on a call and somebody hangs up, your phone will vibrate, so you know the call ended. And whenever you're calling somebody, as soon as it connects, your phone will vibrate. There's another tweak like this, but yeah, this one is new. This one is called XB Viber Call. So it does, your phone just vibrates, and whenever it connects, and vibrates whenever it disconnects, and you actually could go to settings and configure it however you want it. So yeah, and the other one I want to show you guys is called Smooth Cursor. So if I go to my notes right here, and I could just type in anything, the cursor just moves smoother. It's not jumping, it just glides across the screen. A lot smoother than how the stock iOS does it, hence the name Smooth Cursor. It's kind of hard to see, but you will notice it. If you compare two different phones side by side, you would definitely notice it's a lot more smoother, and it does better overall. So that one is called Smooth Cursor. And then my other one and last one is called Force App Lang. Force App Lang basically lets you switch the language of certain apps. So you don't have to switch the whole language on your whole phone. You just do it on certain apps, and you could see some of it is kind of, if you look at Twitter right here, some of it is in like Spanish. So I switched mine to Spanish. Not all the words will be switched over, but like the main words. So if I go to search, like it's just some of the stuff is is switched. Like up here usually it says like timeline or whatever it says right here, I don't know, but it just switches it over. And you see right in here it's in a different language. And my weather, if I go to weather, where's my weather at? You can see some of it is in a different language, just like that. And it's really easy to switch them up. So if I go in here, I could go to Force App Lang, which is right here, and you're gonna choose your language. So if I choose, so right now I have mine on Spanish, so if I choose Italiano, just like that, and then you could choose the apps that you want to do it. So if I want, I already have like weather, let's do Amazon. Let's see. And what you have to do basically just close all the apps. So if you're in an app, just close that app, and when you open it up, it should be. So I guess this one didn't switch, so let's go to weather. So let's go to Amazon, see if anything changed. Not really, but yeah, it works in some apps, and you guys could test it out and let me know. The first release of this worked really well. They updated it, and then it kind of went downhill after that. But yeah, Force App Lang, definitely check it out. You guys could go in there, and if you want to get rid of all the stuff, basically just hit reset settings. And once you hit reset settings, everything should just go back to normal. Once you hit reset settings, everything should just go back to the way it was, just like that. No more anything. Everything just go back to the way it was. Custom load text, custom loading text. This is a Cydia tweak, and it basically gives you the option to write any text in Cydia when it's loaded. Hold up, that's not Cydia, that's settings. I'll open Cydia right here, and watch when the load screen come up. You see that? I have two apples right there for the load screen. So let's do that again. Let's hit refresh. Just like that. So that's what custom loading text does. It does give you those options right there. If I go to settings, where is it at? I could go right here. I could enable it, and it says custom loading text right here. I just go right there, and I could put whatever I want right there. I could put the laughing emoji. Let's go back. A laughing emoji. Then you want to hit return. Then you want to respring. Once the respring is done, and you go back to Cydia, and you want to go hit refresh, you can see it changes. So that's what that tweak does, guys. It's called custom loading text. And my other tweak is called Bazi. It's in the description. So this is what it does. You can see the loading bar, the battery bar is right on the notch, and you see I'm at, if you look over here, the battery percentage at 69, and it's in a circle. So whenever it's full, then this load bar will go all the way around the notch. So that's what Bazi does. So you could go into settings, go to Bazi, and this is it right here. You see I have it in a circle, and I also have the notch. But I could also do a bar. If I don't want to do the notch, I could do a bar right along the bottom. So let's go to bar, enable bar. I have it a bar, and then I'm gonna go to percent plus battery, so I could have both right up here. The Wi-Fi signal will be gone, but I'll have both. I have it on bold and also have colored. So yeah, so what, let's see, respring. And this always pops up. You just tap on that, and now you see the difference. So now you see I have the percentage and I have the battery, and now you see the bar. It's just a bar. It doesn't take up the whole notch. So you could switch it to percent, or you could just have the battery just like that. So you have the battery with the percent, with the percentage right in there. So that one is called Bazi. This is how I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna use the notch, and I'm gonna use the percentage. In fact, let's do the circle. And the cool thing is, after I hit respring, if you go to the, hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you close out and slide over, all the batteries in the little search tab, suggestion area, the widget, have that look. So if it's in the circle, then the battery widget will have them in a circle. If it's just a percentage, it'll just have the percentage. So yeah, that one is called Bazi, and the other one is called active display. Active display is this right here. If I close my phone and I open it up, you can see right there, this is what it does, but it's kind of buggy. So let's respring real quick. So let me respring. Okay, you see the time was off. So now you see it's correct. So this one is called active display. So basically just give you like a always on display kind of look. You close it and you open it back up. There it is. And you tap on it, it'll just open. Just like that. And it works great. And whenever it's closed and it's charging, you can see it turns to purple when it's charging. So move it away, it goes back to green. When it's charging, change to purple. And this is the amount of notification I have right here. So that one is called active display, and you could go to settings and set that one up as well. There it is. You could enable it. You could show the PM and AM, and you could also uppercase and lowercase. So that's all it is for active display. And then my other one is called now playing disable. If you're like me who hates the whenever you're playing a music and the whole widget is right up here, whatever you're playing. If you hate that, then this tweak is for you. So if I go to Spotify, play a song, and the song is playing, but now you don't see that whole the whole widget right here. So that one is real cool. I hate that widget. So yeah, that one is called Now Playing Disable. And then the other one, basically another music one, it goes with that one. It's called Pika Panel. Pika Panel is basically this. If I go to my, just like that, so the song is playing right there. So the song is playing. So whatever song is playing, and you go to your reachability, this is what you get right here. So you get your widget, not your widget, but your control center, and you got your brightness, you got your volume, you could stop it, you could skip it, and the song, like the background, takes on the color of the art. So you could skip it, and it would just take on the whole. So yeah, that one is called Pika Panel, and everything works right here. So just like that. And if you bought Peekaboo, the tweet that right up there in the corner, then you should get it for free. So yeah, so Peekaboo and Pika Panel goes together. If you bought Peekaboo, then you get this one for free. And my other tweak is called No Insta Story. If you want to get rid of the Insta Story, this tweak is definitely for you. I don't want to expose anybody, but let's go right here. So basically, I don't have any Insta Story. If you look up top, there's no stories. Usually there's the stories right up top, but I'm at the top of mine, and there's no stories. So yeah, if you want to get rid of the stories on your Instagram, just download No Insta Stories. And then the other one is called Silent Record. Silent Record, let's turn all the way down. Silent Record is basically a screen recording tweak. So if I go to screen recording, where is it at? See, I get the countdown. So basically the screen is being recorded right now, but you don't get that red bar that shows up in the top. I mean, so it's just a clean look, and when you're done, you could just tap right there, screen record, save. And if I go to my settings, my camera roll, I have it right here. It's it doesn't look like a video, but it's a video, as you can see, because I wasn't really doing anything on the screen. I was just talking. And then you could do it like that. So if you just want to get a clean record of your screen, then you want to download Silent Record. And then the other one is called Still Clock. Still Clock is basically, your clock doesn't move. Your stock iOS clock, it doesn't move, just like that. And that purple light, that's just Face ID. I get a comment about that on every one of my videos. What's that purple light? What tweak is that? It's just Face ID. You could only see it through the camera. You can't see that with your naked eye. So yeah, that tweak is called Still Clock. And my other one is called Hide Updates. So if I go to my updates, let's update the Cash App. Let's update that out. So basically, when it's done updating, I won't see that little dot at the bottom. It's just gonna look normal. So if you want to get rid of that, that's how you do it. See that? It's finished updating. There's no dot at the bottom. So if you want to get that, just hide updates. That tweak will get rid of that for you. And the other one is called Sleepy Time. Sleepy Time is for your alarms. So basically, if you look right here, I have my alarm set to 5 a.m. and it shows me how much hours before 5 a.m. So I have 11 hours and 41 minutes before that alarm goes off. The one at 6 has 12 hours and 41 minutes before it goes off. So you could also set it up for the ones that don't have, that's not enabled right now. I mean, so if I go over here, could go right here, Sleepy Time. It says enabled, show seconds, and show on disabled alarm. So if I go back, now you can see for all the ones that even disabled. So yeah, that one is called sleepy time. And then my last one, this one is the 11th one. This is just a bonus one because you guys seen another tweak like this one. This one is called Auto Face ID Unlock XL. Auto Face ID Unlock XL, basically it lets your phone unlock without you swiping up. Your iPhone 10, this one is just for the iPhone 10, just like that. See, I didn't swipe up and it just opens just like that. So that one is called Auto Face ID Unlock. Notifier dots. If you look up top, right up there in the status bar, you could see I have some dots up there, and that's basically telling me I have a notification for that. So you see I have one for the message, I have phone, and I also have the mail right there. So if I go to settings, so you could set it up according to how you like. So if I go down here, and you could enable the application for which you want to see the notifications. So I only have, let's scroll down, you know, I have my message, my phone, my email, and all that. So if I open up my message, as you can see, I sent a test message right there. So if I close it, you'll see it went away. So that's basically what it does. Whenever you get a notification, it does pop up right up there, and you could actually switch it up if you want just the icon, or you just want a dot, but you would have to respring, and then you could do the dot duration, and if you want it in the center or the left or the right, you guys could set it up however you like. So that one is called notifier dots. And then the other one is called jumper. Jumper basically allows you to have two applications, right, where you would have the flashlight or the camera on your lock screen. So if I tap, hold up, it'll open it real quick. So if I, hold up, this damn thing. So if I do like this, and then open it up, if you don't have a password, it will just open directly to that app. So that's what it does. And then you could go to settings, of course, and you could choose what application. So I have, for the first, I have YouTube, and the second I have Twitter or a Tweetbot. So you could go in there and basically choose any one of those applications that you have on your device. You could choose and use, and that one is called Jumper. And my other one is called Album Art as Background. So if I go to Spotify, where's my Spotify? Where's Spotify? Let's just search for it. So if I open up Spotify and play a song, whatever the album art is, that's what. Turn it down real quick. So you see the album art is in the control center. But if I also go to the lock screen, you could see, you open up real quick, you could see the album art right there. So yeah, that one is called Album Art as Background, and it works. I mean, so if I open it up, hold up. And you can see the album. If I skip, you can see it switched. And if I go to the lock screen, you could see it also switched. So that one is called Album Art as Background. And then the other one is called Still Here. This one is a cool one. If you FaceTime a lot, and you know how if you're on FaceTime with somebody, stop that. If you're on FaceTime with somebody and then you switch and go to like a different app, it would put them on pause. But this app that's called Still Here doesn't do that. So I'm gonna try to make this work. So I'm gonna open up my iPad. I'm gonna try to FaceTime myself from my iPad. So you can see it right there. And I'm gonna open it up. I know it's gonna be making a lot of weird noises, but so I got it opened up. You see it's kind of slow, but if I close it, you see I close it, it's closed. You can see it right up there in the status, but this one is not paused. So that's what this tweet does. You know what I mean? Let's stop it real quick because of the noise. So that's what this tweak does, guys. Once you get it, this is a real cool tweak if you FaceTime a lot and you want to like continue what you're doing, but you want the person to still see you and you don't want them to know you're doing something else. Then this is a real cool tweak. It's called Still Here, Nothing to Configure. And then my last one for this video is called iOS blocks. So if you see these widgets right here, that's what I used to do, that iOS blocks. You see I have my weather. I could tap on it to take me right to the weather. I have my Spotify. That's where Spotify was. I was looking for it. So I could play. Let me hold up. I could play it just like that from the widget, and I could skip it just like that. And if I want to close the widget, I could just pinch. It would kind of disappear because it's kind of buggy, but you go back and the widget is right there. And if I want to open it back up, I do it just like that. Just look at the weather. Just like that. That one is called iOS blocks. And there's settings. So if I go to the settings, go to iOS blocks, you could choose them. So this is it right here. And you could kind of swipe through and get different panes. So this is real cool. This is kind of like an old school iOS feature that was real awesome that Apple took away. But you could go through and basically you could choose which app you want to have the widget. And the thing is, there's only a couple widgets right now, but there'll be more. So if I go to, let's just go to Amazon and then go set widget, you will see it has some presets right here. So it has one for my camera, for Cydia, for fitness, for mobile call, whatever that is, mobile SMS. So basically your phone, your SMS, your music. So that's how I set up those, and also weather. So if you want to do one that doesn't have a widget, this is how it will look. So it will just turn it into a notification page. So if I close this YouTube right here and come back, so if I open it up now, it just turns it into a notification because it doesn't have a widget set up for it. So I have one for the weather and for the music and also for Cydia. And you could just tap on them and it will just go right to whatever app. So this is a real cool tweak. I have the links, not the links, I have the repos in the description for all these tweaks, and you guys could check them out. So yeah, this one is a real cool one. If you like widgets, this is a real cool way to get widgets. It's kind of buggy because it's in beta, but as you can see, after you set it up the way you like, it works. And sometimes whenever you go to the widget for the weather, it kind of showing you a different weather. You know how you have multiple places in like your weather calendar. Sometimes you open it up and it doesn't show you where you at. All you have to do is just close it. Come on, just close it like that and then open it back up, and it should reset to the current weather at your location. On lit, basically it's dark mode for Instagram. Real simple, just install it. There's settings in there where you could toggle it on and off in the settings, but that's about it. So dark mode for Instagram. And then the other one is called Facebook dark mode for Facebook. So if I open up Facebook, you could see it. So if you don't use Noctis or Eclipse, then you guys could try using these. So yeah, this one is called Facebook dark mode. And then the other one is called Easy Switch. Easy Switch is basically this toggle right here. So basically, if I turn it on or off, so let's go to settings real quick. So you basically could switch up whatever that toggle does. So let's go to settings. Where's it at? Should be up top. There it is right there. So you could set it up for whatever. So right now I could toggle it for flashlight, and I'm gonna hit respring. So now when I hit the switch, the flashlight should come on just like that. So if I see it, basically like that. Yeah, so that one is called Easy Switch, and you guys could actually go in there and set it up different. So scroll down again. So you could set it up for toggle the rotation lock, or you could do low power mode. So set it up however you like. That one is called Easy Switch. And then the other one is called Large Titles Everywhere. So if you like the iOS large titles, so if I go to settings, you see that up top right there, so it's huge. Then that's an iOS 11 feature. But if you want it in other spots, say you want it in Twitter open up. Now you can see that huge title up there. So this one is called Large Titles Everywhere. So if I go to Spotify, now you can see the huge titles up there, and all you have to do is just basically go to settings, just find Large Titles Everywhere, and you could choose what app has that feature. Just check them, just toggle it on and off, and you guys will be good. See, I have Spotify, I have Snapchat. So yeah, that one is called Large Titles Everywhere. And then the other one is called Gyration. Gyration is basically a tweet that lets you, so now you could basically put your phone into like landscape mode, just like that. In other apps that's not really supported. So I could do the springboard. I mean, I could be in the App Store. I want to flip it over, just like that. So that one is called Gyration. Basically just gives you that landscape feature in plenty of other apps. And then the other one is called Colorify. Colorify, if you see it when I open up Spotify, you'll see the colors are different. So that's what Colorify does. It just basically, you could choose whatever color you want your apps to be, Spotify to be. So if I go to here, we'll go to new release. Let's play the hottest sound right now. You can see that, and I chose these colors just for effect, so you guys could see it's really bright and all that. So yeah, let's play the hottest song out right now. 33 years, damn, I'm grateful. Yeah, so check out that J. Cole song. So yeah, that one is called Colorify, just gives you color in Spotify. And my other one is called EzSafemode. So basically this is the last one, guys. EzSafemode, it just gives you a toggle in your control center, so you could have your Snapchat right there. So you could put the Snapchat in an app, hide it somewhere in a folder, and then you could just toggle it right from your control center, just like that. And then you guys could do your thing. It's called Airify. Airify is basically a new volume HUD. If you look up top in the status bar, you can see that that's a new volume HUD. That's what Airify does. You could actually go into settings, you could scroll down to Airify, and you could set it up. You could go into the settings, you can see it right there. You could read about it, or you could just go down here and change it up however you like. So you could have the background color, so I have that as white, and I could change the color to, let's do purple. Let's find a purple color. There we go. So if you go back in here, you can see it turns to purple, and it changed to purple in real time. So that's what Airify does. You guys could go in here and set it up however you like. Lots and lots of settings, but that's the gist of it. You got the whole new volume HUD. It doesn't take over your screen like the original volume HUD. So yeah, that one is called Airify. And then the other one is called CC Clear Module BG. So if I go here, you can see my control center is pretty much clear. All you see is the buttons. There's no gray background, none of that. Everything is clear, and it looks real nice. So that one is called CC Clear Module BG. And my other one is called Latest. So what this tweak does is basically a keyboard tweak. So if I pull down right here, oh, not that. Let's go right over here. You can see the keyboard is blue. So that's what this tweak does. It just gives you a cool keyboard setup that you could set up however you like. So if I go to the settings right here, that's where I got the color from. You could pick whatever color you like, and then you could also do a true black. The true black is pretty cool. So this for like a phone that's like my phone that has the OLED screen. It's just a true black keyboard. So you could go in there, pick whatever color you like, or you could use the true black if you're into that. So yeah, that one is called Latest. And then the other one is called Miscellaneous Settings. Miscellaneous Settings lets you do certain things. So if I open up my folders, you can see the folder is clear. And if I'm playing music and I go to my lock screen, you won't see the play. Hold up. Let's hit play. Turn it all the way down. And Airify also vibrates whenever you reach the top of the volume or the lowest volume. So if I close my phone, obviously the song is playing, but you don't see the play settings right in here. So that's what I use that for. So it's real cool. So yeah, that one is called miscellaneous settings. In fact, let's go into settings. Let's go into the settings of that, and you can set it up like this. So you got the lock screen, so I have hide and seek, and that hides the now playing option. You could also do transparent notification, no oldies, you could do all that. Then you have the springboard. See, you have pinch to close. For some reason that won't work for me. And you have invisible folders, so when I tap it, the folder is basically invisible. Not invisible, but there's no background, just like that. And if I go to the control center, you can see I have the percentage. So if I pull down control center right here, you can see it says 50%. It's hard to see, but it's actually there. So if I turn up the volume, you can see the percentage right there. So yeah, you could set it up however you like. And that one is called miscellaneous settings. And my other one is called no more app bar. No more app bar. This one is for message. So if you go to your message, you don't get that annoying app bar at the bottom. That's just always there. So if you want to get rid of that, just download no more app bar. Nothing to configure. It just removes the app bar from right there. So just remove that app bar that was always there. So yeah, that one is called no more app bar. And then my last one is called tap tap sleep. Tap tap sleep. You just tap tap, double tap on the status bar, and your phone goes to sleep. Nothing to configure. Just tap on the status bar, boom, and it goes to sleep. So yeah. Okay guys, so if you made it this far, here are the 8 new tweaks I want to show you guys. So the first one is called CC support. CC support basically lets you add more options to your control center, hence CC support. So if I go to my control center, I'll go right here, you could see I could customize it however I like. So if I bring down my control center, you can see I have the volume over there. I have the, not the volume, the brightness over there, the volume over here, and everything is just jumbled up. I got the calculator up top, all that. So that's what that does. It just gives me the option to move any one of these things around. So I can move the volume. Come on. I could just basically move them wherever that I couldn't move them before. Now it's all the way at the bottom. So that's what CC support does. It just gives you all these options to move any one of these wherever you want to put them. So yeah, that one is called CC support. And the other one is called bottom control X. Bottom control X is if you don't want to swipe all the way from the right corner to get your control center, you could just swipe right at the bottom right, just like that. You could get to your control center, and you could go into settings. You could set it up however you like. You could put it on the left. So I have it on the right, you could put it on the left, and you could enable or disable, and then you could respring, and then you could have that option right there. But you got to be careful to make sure you get it in the right corner, and whenever you go to close the app, you do it from the center. So right corner for that, and close it from the center. So that one is called bottom control X. And then my other one is called Glacier. So if you take a look at the control center, you can see how the background is kind of whited out or grayed out. So that's what Glacier does. It just kind of gives you that effect on your control center. So my next one is called Artsy. Artsy is basically a media control tweak. So if I go to settings, let's go to settings real quick. There it is. So you could enable and you could set it up for your lock screen and all that. So if I play a music, so let me play a song, turn it all the way down. And I go to control center. If I go to the lock screen, you can see it, the background art is in the whole media player. So that's what Artsy does. And if I go to the control center, you can see the same thing, just like that. But as you can see with the new tweak, it's all jumbled up. So that's what Artsy does. It just gives you all these options. So let's open up my phone. Let's go to settings, and here it is. You could do the Spotify, you could do the music control center. You could do it in the control center, the music app, and Spotify. And that's basically what it does. It just gives you that whole artsy look with your artwork in the media player. And my other one is called Attribution Less. So if I go over here and I scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see it doesn't have the weather provider on the bottom right here. So if you want to move the weather provider, just get rid of it from the bottom of the widget page, then just download attribution less and you will get that. No weather provider, just nice and clean. So if you're into that, you guys could get it. And then the other one is called Home Hijack. Home Hijack basically lets you remap the Siri button of your device. So if you hold down on your home button and you get Siri, you could change that to whatever. So I have mine, because I have the iPhone 10, I have mine set up for the camera. So if I long press on it, it'll open up the camera just like that. And you could actually go in there and set it up however you like. So let's go to Home Hijack. Then you tap right here and you could choose any one of these apps, but I have it for the camera because that's the more practical one for me. So if I hold it down, I go right to the camera. So that might be an easy way to get to the camera if you like it like that. So yeah, that one is called Home Hijack. And then the other one is called Switchers. Switchers is basically if you want to trick out your control, like your app switcher like that. You see how the apps are rounded and all that. So that's what that does. And if I swipe down, I get all these options. I could close the camera, close all apps, respring, reboot, power off, return to last app. Okay, so because I wasn't in the app, it just returned me to the home page. So if I was in Twitter, come on, return the last app. I guess it just returned me to the last app, just like that. So that one is called Switchers. And then the other one is called My Switcher. Same thing like the other one, but instead you could go up here and you could switch up the writing. You see I have those the flames right there. So before that, let's go back to Switchers. I'll show you guys some more options. Come on, let's get out of there. So Switchers, these are all the options. So you can see if I want to make it real square, I could do it like that, and then I respring. Now you can see they're not rounded anymore. So that's what Switchers. And with My Switcher, let's go back in there, scroll down to My Switcher, and basically this is all it does. You could just tap right here and put in whatever you want to put in. I put the praying hands, and let's respring. And whenever I go to the switcher, okay, that didn't work. See, I went to the switcher and that didn't change. I know why it didn't change. This is a main thing when you're doing these, when you're changing these settings. The main thing you have to do after you're done typing whatever you type in, you have to hit return. The main thing you have to do after you type whatever, and you have to hit return. That always gets me. And then you respring. So let's exit out, go there, and now you can see the difference. So you remember, always hit return. And there you go, guys. So those are my 100+ tweaks. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. It's Prince Today TP 101. Peace. Thanks for watching.